I'm never going to complain about going back to Burger King, but we're back again for like the second time in 4 days. Let's go inside and see why I'm here. So just like I normally do in damn near every video, whenever I go to a place, there seems to be something that comes out new. Like a couple of days later, I alluded that I knew something was kind of in the works. I wasn't 100% sure, but there were a lot of comments that did say so. But we are back again at Burger King because they came out with another Whopper, which is a part of their like My Whopper contest. But this time we have the Crispy Onion Whopper, which to be honest, just looking at what seems to be, it's pretty much a rodeo Whopper, but with a minor change, but we'll get into that. They also brought back something they haven't had in over a decade, which is the Cinna-Minis, which are right here. You get 4 for $2.99. Now, some of you may have noticed if you watched the other Burger King video, I'm actually back at the original Burger King. There's a reason which I will get into at the end of the video, but there's some crazy stuff going on between the price points in these two places, which I'll discuss towards the end, but I know most people are here just to see the review. So let's unveil the Whopper. This one right here is the Brisket Whopper. I got another one because I wanted to try it before it left again, but this is the new Crispy Onion Whopper, which when you look at it, it looks pretty much like a rodeo Whopper if you knew how to make one, which most people did. Also, I just have to say this, we are recording in the elements. This happened on the second channel where I was all in somebody's conversation. There's a dude that's about 3 seats down from me, but he's having a conversation that's loud enough for like the entire world. He sees the camera, bro. Like at the end of the day, I can't help that. So if you hear what he's talking about like Home Depot and stuff. It don't matter, but that's what the voice is in the background. Also, the music drowns out the noise of the sound of the music, but not the voices. Anyway, let's talk about the Whopper. So this is the Crispy Onion Whopper. Let's get into what is on the ingredients. We have American cheese, bacon, crispy onions, onion rings, tomato, pickle, lettuce, and then mayo and barbecue sauce. Now, obviously, as Burger King, you can have it your way, so you can add some regular onions and the other stuff on there. But I got mine just without lettuce. Pretty much everything. Oh, pickles. I don't do pickles either. But again, this looks like a rodeo Whopper with bacon. I'm not mad at it. I'm never going to not be mad at trying a burger like that, but let's give it a try. I took a big ass bite. This is a finger roll of a burger contest, if you ask me. Like, there's no way that you'll look at that ingredients and say whether you do or don't like it, because these are all things that already come on a Whopper. The only difference between this and if you were like me and you made rodeo Whoppers was there's crispy onions on it. That is literally the only difference. Am I mad at that? Oh, no. I love rodeo burgers. It's my favorite thing at Burger King. In fact, we can just go ahead and put extra onion rings on this thing if you want to. And just do it like that. I'm taking some big ass bites, bro. So I'm not going to waste y'all time. I'm just going to answer this real quick. Is this a good burger? For me, hell yeah. I already knew what was on it for 90% of it, which is why I didn't rush to review this one. I actually went a day later. You'll see this 2 days later than when it came out. You put bacon and you put crispy onions on a rodeo burger and you're never going to get a complaint out of me. But this is the equivalent of if you stole the ball in a basketball game and you were on a fast break and you're LeBron James and you could have went up for like a windmill, crazy 360 dunk and you just laid it up. You just got the 2 points. This is 2 points in that direction. It's one of the most uninspiring, self-explanatory, easy money burger that they could have done. I don't think anybody should go out of their way to get this whatsoever, because you could have made this yourself other than the crispy onions, but they usually do have them on hand if you want to ask for them. There's nothing here that's proprietary or necessarily even. I don't necessarily understand how this would win a Whopper contest because it's not really anything different. Like the other ones they came out with had a ton of different features. This one just has. If I worked at Burger King, I've been making this since day one. You get what I'm saying? So, it's good. Barbecue sauce, mayo. There ain't nothing special about it. I'm not mad at it. Hell no. But this is something you could have made all alone. On as far as like a fast food scale, the rodeo burger / Whopper is one of my favorite burgers in fast food. So my bias is going to give this on a taste scale, fast food wise, a 9. But as far as Burger King contestant, like this is like a 2. This is so, I don't understand how this won anything. I really don't. I'm gonna still eat it though. And then of course we have these Cinna-Minis, which were really popular back in the day. They got rid of them. I believe the last time it came out was the early 2010s, but for $2.99, I think these used to be $1. Don't quote me on that because I don't remember, but I think they were somewhere around $1, $1.50. You get 4 little cinnamon buns, and then you get this sweet icing that you're supposed to drizzle over top of it. I also feel like this is a finger roll for like a little add-on that you could get at Burger King. I probably shouldn't drizzle this and should have dipped it, but we're already here. All right, here's your icing. So I almost feel like this is one of those things that they released because they knew people would go and try it. It is just your run-of-the-mill decent fast food cinnamon roll. Like, am I saying this is even as good as Cinnabon? No, nor did I expect it to be. But it's got pretty basic icing that you would get like on a Pillsbury cinnamon roll. As long as it tastes like a Pillsbury cinnamon roll. That would be your perfect analogy. Is it good? Yeah. Do I think this is a fire little meal? Hell yeah. This is a finger roll. Like, I don't keep saying the same thing because there's nothing about this that I'm like, oh man, you gotta go and get this. But if you're a person that comes to the BK Lounge, you're gonna be in there like swimwear. Because I'm happy as hell right now. On a fast food scale, they're average. They're good though. Like, I'll give them a 7. They're nothing to write home about, but I'm still gonna eat them. Price point $2.99, depends on where you are, which I'm gonna talk about after this. If you're here and you want it as a nice little addition, like a dessert thing, I still think the pie is the best way to go, the Hershey pie, but these aren't half bad at all. They're just nothing special either. Decent amount of cinnamon. Very uninspiring today, I'm not gonna lie. And finally, this is just because I wanted to try this again real quick. So this is their Brisket Whopper. Some people may have missed my review on this, so maybe we'll just talk about it again real quick. But why I'm really here, all right, same thing, crispy onions, but they have a tangy gold barbecue sauce on this, and then their brisket, which is somewhere underneath. Is there even brisket on this damn thing? The brisket is like that shredded brisket. Honestly, it tastes like the brisket you would get from like one of those little ready-made things in the store, like in the section with the ready-made mac and cheese, like the Bob Evans and stuff like that. That's what this tastes like. And the tangy gold barbecue, I know it's their play on like Carolina Gold, so it's a little bit tangy, a little bit kind of like mustard based. It's decent. This isn't my favorite Whopper either. I feel like they've done some that were like a lot better than this, but I'm a Whopper person. None of these are like bad. There's just better versions of them. I think they just need to bring back that fiery one that I really like, or that angry one that I really like. That's a personal preference. Anyway, I just want to talk about this real quick before I get out of here. That other Burger King location that I went to, which is, I checked, it's 1.4 miles away from the location I'm sitting in right here. I talked about the good things and the differences, which some people maybe misheard me or don't understand this. When you use the app here, or when you ask, they do not have the option of hot off the broiler. Now, I know you can probably ask them to make it fresh and they won't push back on it, but the app and you saying hot off the broiler in here, they look at you like you have two heads, because I did it today. So it's not something you do here, as well as the cut in half option. I'm sure if you say, hey, can you cut it in half? Maybe they'll do it, but they don't offer it as a part of like the uniformity of the place, as opposed to the other one that does, number one. Number two, here, if I want to get extra things on a burger, they charge extra. And lastly, the Whopper that I wanted, this new Whopper, here was $8 and change. At the other place, it was over $10 for just the sandwich, which I thought was insane. I'm like, I'm not going over there for that. I don't know why, but paying 10, that's a Five Guys price for a burger. Like literally, I keep making that comparison saying it's close to Five Guys. The other Burger King, while it is a better location, it's definitely cleaner as far as like how it looks in the presentation. It is way more expensive. Like you'd be spending over $20 if you want a combo in like the Cinna-Minis. And I thought that was insane, so I didn't do it. While I say locations matter when it comes to service, they also really do matter when it pertains to price. So people who are looking to be more budget conscious, sometimes you guys say things like it's way more expensive at my location. I would check the locations around just to make sure. Because last video, I kept talking about how the combo was $15 and that's nuts. It's still nuts here, but it's 12, just so you know. I wanted to say that because I didn't say it in the last video, and I did want to clarify because some people were saying, you know, you can ask for hot off the broiler at any place if you're lucky, but it's not like a standard option at some locations, as well as the Texas Whopper. So locations do vary, and Burger King is one of the places it wildly varies. So I want to talk about that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed these 2 finger rolls of reviews. I did, but I'll be back tomorrow. More content, man. The hand signs. They made it to YouTube.